So the question is, when you've applied for residency and you've gone on interviews, how do you express your interest to that program? And there's something called second looks, which is when you call the program and you say, can I come back and visit, right? And it's a way of sort of, it's a way for you to learn more about the program, but it's also a way to sort of show that you're really interested in the program. The issue is that, what's the date today? We're in the middle of January, right? So the issue is that programs at this point are submitting their rank order lists, and they're due, like, really, really soon. So in terms of going on a second look, once a program has submitted their rank order list, basically, nothing's going to change that. So, and based on the data, second looks don't really help. The only thing, in my opinion, aside from the data, that can really help is doing a rotation at a program. And obviously, it's too late for that once you've interviewed, because if they like you and you then interview and everyone else likes you, a program would much rather take a known entity, someone who's worked in their, environment and then in their department, and they can say, what, this person fits in really well. And, so someone who has equal stats to you, they take a known entity over an unknown entity. The reverse certainly can happen. For some reason, you just don't hit it off with somebody who, says, I don't want this person in our program. That can also work against you, which sort of becomes the plus minus of doing the rotations. In terms of expressing interest, in our experience, the only thing that's going to really impact your ranking is if you send a letter of intent to a residency program. A letter of intent says, you are my number one choice, I will be ranking you first, and then hopefully, because programs like to sort of boast, we got our top 10, right? And so that can sort of be helpful. If you're ranked 50 on their list and you send them a letter of intent, it's not going to move you up to number 10. But if you're, and I realize I'm speaking a language that might be a little foreign to some people, we're not there yet, but you'll become familiar soon. So, but if let's say you're ranked number, 25, and you send them a letter of intent, maybe that means you have a few matches, which puts you in a sure to match range. Yes, especially to your number one choice. And be honest and be straightforward. Don't try to manipulate the system. You pick your number one.
Because I know there is some violations during the match, that there shouldn't be communication between programs or ranking.
Yes.
It's just the program expressing what am I going to be ranked. It's not acceptable to me to say I will be ranking number first.
That is not for you to communicate to a program, I will be ranking you number one, is not a violation. The program should not be sending you what we call love letters. Okay. Sometimes they do. We really liked you. We really enjoyed having you. We hope you'll consider us seriously. They're not but they do, and they shouldn't be giving you any information about where they're ranking you. We find that letters of interest, right, where you just say, I think I'd fit in really well with your program, blah, 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 we find those don't really necessarily influence much, but they also can't hurt. So if you wanted to send a letter to every program on your list, you can do that. It isn't going to hurt you. The only letter, though, that we think can really influence your ranking, though, is a letter of intent, right? And the other thing that you can do is if you have any of your, come in, please. If you have any of your interviewers' emails, right, if you sent thank you notes and stuff, get in touch with them. It's getting to the end of my interview season. I just wanted to sort of reiterate my interest in your program. We encourage students, rather than sending written thank you notes, and I realize this might be done for you because it sounds like you're done with your interviews, but we encourage students to send email thank you notes instead of written thank you notes, because it allows for this two-way dialogue. And that way, then when you get to this time in the season, you then can just sort of hit the reply button, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I remember that conversation.